courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the is biggest day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah,
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. Birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both friends. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song, pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she one of them. She pay her bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023, and I'm the only coming up, yeah. Can't stop till we all up.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Seahawks at 500, 7-7 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now Geno on first down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Smith now to throw. Rolling to his right. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run. He's got a man complete. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And that'll make it third down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. He finally stops him here to come on the ground.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Smith. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. So he stopped for no gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Gino's going to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Well, now they'll shift things around. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded just inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Running left is Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Geno. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Up the middle, here's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and a couple. Now Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
67 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Draymond Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 48. 83 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Walker. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On the handoff, this is Walker. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. There he goes, right side. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hand off here to Walker. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll try the air now with Smith. He completes this to Walker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
Now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And that's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now Gino. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 1st down. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here we go. First and goal. Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Moving inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught on the right flat, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them. But it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Julian Love picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
After the interception, here's Smith. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. And now here is another interception. Now he's loose at the 40. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing now, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off by Lewis-Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Again, 11 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.